Good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everybody's having a great start to your Saturday. Wow, it has been an interesting past few days. Of course, we have Joy, Daniel, Kelsey with us this morning. AMC Corky, you're there too. Kind of a windy, raw, chilly kind of day across the Charlotte area from the fringe effects of Tropical Storm Ophelia. It made landfall this morning near Emerald Isle, North Carolina. You can kind of see the cloudy conditions across our area as we kick off the day. Festival in the Park has its second day today. It starts at 10. I wouldn't say it's the best day to get outside, but it's certainly not the worst. If you do have plans to be out and about, today you're going to brave the rain. It's really going to be light. It's just going to be kind of the combo of clouds, the wind, the rain that'll make it feel chilly. Temperatures only reaching the upper 60s and lower 70s, but I promise you tomorrow is going to be like a completely different planet we're on. Y'all know that if you've been with us for a while that I love, love, love the messy hair meter to kind of give you some perspective over what 30 to 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts at their peak look like. That's tying the hair back. That's the trash can maybe tipped over into the neighbor's yard, but not like flown down the street. So it is going to be a pretty windy day at times, but again, not going to be a terrible day if you're trying to get outside. We have seen some light rain out there this morning. You can see that on Doppler radar, but it's again hit or miss because these are the outer bands here of Ophelia. We'll stay scattered in terms of how many showers we see throughout lunchtime, and then those chances will taper off to about 20 to 30% by the second half of the day. For folks that are maybe heading to Eric Church, I would still bring personally like some way to stay dry, like a rain jacket just in case, because if I'm getting all gussied up, right, I don't want to mess up my hair, makeup, things like that. But if you're not worried about it, or maybe you're sitting under the covered seats, I wouldn't be concerned. Maybe some light rain at times, but it is certainly not going to be a significant opportunity for rain by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, I mentioned a good 6:15 a.m. this morning. That's when Ophelia made the landfall, kind of around that approximate time near Emerald Isle, North Carolina. Now the storm is moving northward at about 15 or so miles per hour. It is expected to continue that northerly turn here over the next few hours. And as we get into closer to tomorrow, that turn eventually that is comes to the north and east. So it's going to kind of hug the East Coast for the majority of the next few days. You can see there that we're getting kind of those outer bands there from Ophelia as you take that wider view. So what does this mean again? Inland, windy, rainy at times, of course, with some of those cooler temperatures due to the cloud cover. But along the immediate coast, they're still rocking and rolling with a pretty significant risk for storm surge, likely going to be the biggest impact here. 3 to 5 feet possible from pretty much Surf City, North Carolina, all the way toward not only Norfolk, Virginia, but now it looks like even into parts of the Delmarva Peninsula. So something that those folks are certainly keeping a close eye on here over the next few days. Storm surge and the combination kind of the surge and the rain is oftentimes one of the biggest killers there of tropical systems, where whether it's the storm surge near the coast, inland flooding, or the combination of the two. And that's why officially still under a tropical storm warning for areas near the coast. Of course, storm surge watches and warnings still are in place as well. And then we also have the flood watch that's still in effect there for parts there of the East Coast. So again, none of this includes us here in the Charlotte area, but if you have friends, family, maybe a property there, something to be aware of. A highest flooding risk, of course, is kind of where that center of circulation is today, but eventually it does shift there off toward the New England states as we enter tomorrow. By Monday, the flood risk is out of here. And again, we are not seeing a flood risk here in the Charlotte metro. In fact, as Ophelia pulls away, we are actually going to get some drier air that begins to move in. So it is going to bring some slightly better weather to our local forecast. So cloudy conditions, light rain, windy at times. We are going to see those rain chances start to wrap up as we hit the second half of the day. And you can kind of see this as we look at Futurecast radar. As that storm continues to pull away, things will start to clear out. By tomorrow, lots of sunshine and high temperatures will actually reach the lower 80s. Right around 81 degrees is the current forecast. And that's actually exactly where we should be for September 24th, which is tomorrow. Something else to mention is that although it definitely feels like probably the end of fall today because of the temperatures only in the 70s, today actually officially started the autumnal equinox. So autumn has arrived. We talk a lot about the difference between meteorological fall and astronomical fall. But yes, autumn is officially here as of about 3 a.m. this morning. So tomorrow will actually be the first full day of fall, 81 degrees, mostly sunny. So it's, again, not going to be a bad day to get outside. I would just prepare if you do have plans for some of that rain. I'd bring a jacket, not just for the rain, but of course for the fact that that breeze is going to come at times too. And then you add in the clouds, and it is going to feel kind of like a raw day as we progress throughout the afternoon. So 81 degrees, mostly sunny tomorrow, 84 on Monday, partly sunny. And then it does look like midweek we will have some small changes to track. Right now, the rain chances have kind of been all over the place, but we do know that we are going to get a little bit cooler by midweek. If you're not a fan of that forecast, though, don't worry because by next weekend, it does look like temperatures are going to rebound to the upper 70s and lower 80s. So it's just that time of the year. We get cold fronts, we get warm fronts. Things are changing a lot. So make sure you, of course, are always staying weather aware and staying tuned and updated with the WCNC Charlotte weather team. We, of course, did not have a 6 a.m. newscast this morning because of we had children's programming in its place because of NBC networking, but we're actually going to be back in action normal times tomorrow. So we'll be on from 6 to 8 and again from 9 to 10. I hope to see you there. Have a fabulous rest of your Saturday.